Good day and welcome to Mayorkings TV News. I am Timiela Emanuela. First, the headlines. Ughelli North Chairman tasked committee for a well-developed plan to mitigate flood impacts. Shettima to lead Nigerian's delegation to 79th UN Assembly. Minister of Women Affairs accused of misappropriating 2 billion naira government fund. On the business news, Coca-Cola plans $1 billion investment for Nigeria for the next 5 years. On the foreign scene, Israel claims 100 Hezbollah rocket launchers hit in Lebanon. In the world of sport, Oboiwa thrilled as Delta wins 8 national youth games. Now the news in full. The chairman of Ughelli North Local Government Area, Olorogun Barrister Jaro Movudo Egbo, has charged members of Ughelli North Flood Remediation and Control Committee to come up with a well-developed plan that would help reduce the impact of flood in the local government, particularly the Ewereni, Enuhohi, and Uwere Hazes. News reports that the Olorogun Egbo handed down the charge on Thursday, September 19, at the ESCO chamber of the council, while inaugurating the recently constituted Ughelli North Flood Remediation and Control Committee, headed by the Vice Chairman of the local government, Chief Meg Atono. Meanwhile, Olorogun Egbo urged the Chairman of the Flood Control Committee, Chief Meg Atono, and a team to partner with the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, headed by the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Kingsley Amo, National Flood Management Council (NFMC), and the National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA), to ensure that incident of flood in Ughelli North is well managed as well as controlled and victims given adequate attention. However, in response to this, the Flood Control Committee Chairman, Chief Meg Atono, thanked the chairman for the privilege given to them to serve, promising that members of the committee will carry out the assignment to the best of their abilities in the interests as well as progress of Ughelli North Local Government Area. President Bola Tinubu has decided not to attend the 79th UN Nations General Assembly (UNGA) season in New York this year. The president has thus directed Vice President Kashim Shettima to lead Nigeria's delegation. President Tinubu, who returned to the country last Sunday after a trip to China and the United Kingdom, has said he wants to focus on domestic issues and address some of the country's challenges, especially after the recent devastating flooding. Meanwhile, the high-level general debate with the team, leaving no one behind, acting together for the advancement of peace, sustainable development, and human dignity for present and future generations, is billed to hold from Tuesday, September 24 to Saturday, September 28, 2024. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Ken Onane, is facing serious allegations over the misappropriation of 2 billion naira earmarked for the empowerment of women across Nigeria. The accusations come from a group of concerned civil society organizations, CSOs, which have taken legal action, dragging Uju and President Tinubu. The accusation comes from a group of concerned civil society organizations, CSOs, which have taken legal action, dragging The accusations come from a group of concerned civil society organizations, CSOs, which have taken legal action, dragging Uju and President Bola Tinubu to an Enugu High Court. The plaintiff's Ambassador Onyinye Joy Mama, representing the NetBridge Empowerment Foundation, are demanding that the minister account for the 2 billion naira as well as $100 million intervention funds were granted to the ministry by the World Bank to support distressed Nigerian women. The petitioners expressed deep disappointment, accusing Uju of drain of funds intending to empower vulnerable Nigerian women. They alleged that the minister's actions raised serious questions about the management and transparency of public funds meant for women and children. However, in their court filing, the plaintiffs described the administration of the funds under Ohaniye's leadership as both flawed and exploitative, citing examples of questionable projects. They called for a full, transparent accounting of how the 2 billion naira was spent and requested that anti-graft agencies investigate the alleged misuse of public funds. Among the projects highlighted was the purchase of only 7 tricycles, popularly known as keke, for women, for which the minister now demands daily payment. The petitioners further called on relevant authorities to launch a thorough investigation into the minister's activities, insisting that she be held accountable for any misuse of public funds. Now in the business news, Coca-Cola Hellenic Bottling Company has announced plans to invest $1 billion in Nigeria over the next 5 years as part of its expansion drive in the country. A statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanugwa, on Thursday noted that the announcement was made at a meeting between the President and the global leadership team of Coca-Cola Company, led by John Murphy, its President and Chief Financial Officer, and the Chairman of Nigerian Bottling Company, Ambassador Segun Apata. Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Zoran Bogdanovic, expressed the company's confidence in Nigerian government policies as a key factor behind its $1 billion investment pledge. In his response, President Bola Tinubu stated that private sector partnerships were crucial to his government's extensive reforms aimed at improving the business environment. He assured that the government would continue collaborating with Coca-Cola to expand investment in Nigeria and address environmental issues, including climate change. However, Tinubu praised Coca-Cola for its enduring partnership with Nigeria and for creating over 3,000 jobs across its 9 production facilities. He noted that Coca-Cola generated approximately 320 billion naira annually through nearly 300,000 customers and contributed almost 9 billion naira in revenue to the Nigerian government. In the foreign zone, Israel has carried out extensive airstrikes in southern Lebanon, saying its warplanes have hit more than 100 Hezbollah rocket launchers and other terrorist sites, including a weapons storage facility. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) said the launchers were ready to be fired against Israel. It was not immediately clear if there were any casualties yet. Meanwhile, Lebanon's state-run national agency has said that Israel carried out at least 52 strikes in the south of the country on Thursday evening. Meanwhile, Hezbollah said it had also launched strikes on military sites in northern Israel. The Israeli airstrikes, which lasted more than 2 hours, were some of the most intense of the recent conflict. On Friday morning, its military confirmed Israel lifted orders restricting movement that it had issued on Thursday for communities in the Golan Heights and parts of northern Israel. The IDF added it would be carrying out activities in the training areas of northern Israel over the weekend and that gunshots and explosions might be heard in nearby settlements. However, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has said Israel is embarking on a new phase of the war, concentrating more of its efforts on the northern axis. On the sports news, Delta State Governor Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori was understandably overjoyed on Thursday as the state won 2024 National Youth Games (NYG), tagged Asaba 2024. The state topped the medals chart with a total of 111 medals to stamp its dominance of the Games, having won it for 8 consecutive times since inception. Team Delta bagged 46 gold, 31 silver, 34 bronze medals and emerged 8 consecutive winners. Lagos State came second with a total of 65 medals comprising 26 gold, 20 silver and 19 bronze, while Edo, Delta's sister state, which had been a major challenger until the last days of the sport festival, came third with 18 gold, 13 silver, 28 bronze medals. Both Delta and Edo State, of which were splitted out of the now defunct Bendel State on August 27, 1991. By the victory, Delta remains the only state that has won the competition since inception in 2013. An apparently delighted Governor Oboiwori at the closing ceremony of the Games held at Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba, congratulated Team Delta and other participating teams on their efforts, represented by its deputy, Sir Monday Ohime. The governor thanked the organizers for their hard work, leading to the success of the Games. The Minister of Sport Development, Senator John Eno, represented by the Director of Grassroots Sport Development, Patrick Okeke, commended the Delta State government for being a worthy partner in sport development in the country. The minister said the Games had created direct and indirect employment and was promoting peace and unity in Nigeria and fostering economic prosperity for the whole state and its surroundings. Now to end the news, recap on our headlines. Ughelli North Chairman tasked committee for a well-developed plan to mitigate flood impact. Shettima to lead Nigerian delegation to 79th UN Assembly. Minister of Women Affairs accused of misappropriating $2 billion empowerment fund. On the business news, Coca-Cola plans $1 billion investment for Nigeria for the next 5 years. In the foreign scene, Israel claims 100 Hezbollah rocket launchers hit in Lebanon. On the world of sport, Oboiwori thrilled as Delta wins 8th National Youth Games. That's the news is read and edited by Tiniela Emanuela. Thanks for watching.